You go, guys. Welcome back to Clash on Air Cup Season 1, Day 2. I'm Kaisaya. With me is VZG. How you guys doing in there? And also you, VZG.
Well, I'm doing great because yesterday was full of surprises. I didn't even expect that we're going to be going full series with the best of threes. And for now, we're going to be focusing on 4 teams. Semifinals is going to be intense. And this will lead towards the best of 5 grand finals later on tonight. So I can't wait to see who will be the Season 1 champions of the Clash on Air Cup.
Yes, it's gonna be extra exciting because we just had the server update just today. So I don't know what kind of adjustments our teams have prepared. You know, everyone's gonna be shook to. Pretty sure they have read all the patch notes and all that, but you know, execution of this new updates will be something different. But meanwhile, I think we have something for our community, VZG.
Well, if you just tuned in into our stream and you know, if you just drop by, make sure you grab your phones and scan the QR code that you are seeing on your screen to join our Clash on Air community, because from here, from this community, you're gonna be seeing a lot, like announcements, updates. You can like even find your friends there. You can like party up, create a team, join the Clash on Air Cup Season 2, and of course, if you're there, you're gonna be seeing the announcement on when the Season 2 is gonna happen.
That is so true, because Season 1 is just the start. Who knows? So we have some bigger prize pool, more sponsors for the upcoming seasons. But for the season, we have a total of 600 Malaysian ringgit for our prize pool. And if that converts to Philippine peso, it is estimately about 7,200. For our international viewers, it is around 127 US dollar. But it's not just cash, because there will be some diamonds and star stones as well for our players. So this is so exciting. We have 4 teams, just like as you mentioned. I wonder if we will see full-on 3 games again for each best of 3 and full-on 5 games for the best of 5. I wonder how it is going to be tonight.
Well, for our bracket update, a lot of fights happen in the first round, quarterfinals, semifinals, which is going to happen tonight. Well, Extraction, they managed to win 2 series, and now they have to face XDG to determine who is gonna go towards the grand finals. And the other 2 semifinalists we have here is that HF and Acer HG are going to face each other. So this is gonna be an intense battle because all of them wins their series that they're in. So they're not gonna be showing any weaknesses as of now, because they cannot afford to lose. They made it this far already. They need to continue on towards the grand finals and become the Season 1 champions.
Yes, that's true. They definitely cannot show any weaknesses. So our match schedule for today, you've seen it already. We have 4 teams in total, 2 from Malaysia, 2 from the Philippines. Is it going to be a Malaysia versus Malaysia or Philippines versus Philippines for the finals, or a mix of these 2 countries? We'll have to find out later on. We will do have a battle for third later on. However, it won't be streamed. It's just going to be a best of 1. And yeah, we'll just have to find out who's it going to be that will make it out for the best of 5 grand finals tonight. It is tonight, and I'm sure everyone, since just came from the server update, I think it is time. You know, this tournament is actually a good way to showcase what it is in for the updates. I mean, I saw a lot of item updates, most especially on the anti-heal items, and you know, some additional sustain for some itemization as well. And there are actually a lot of heroes have been updated as well, so I'm not even finished reading all of it and at the same time trying it for myself. So I guess I'm gonna learn a thing or 2 from this tournament as well.
Well, we are going to learn from experience. We're going to be learning while watching this tournament unfolds. And as you've mentioned, I kind of love what I'm seeing here from this tournament. So, together with the patch, the new hero was released. But, of course, they're not going to be touching the new heroes.
Yeah.
So, we're going to be focusing on the heroes who has significant updates. So,
yes,
there's a lot of mechanics changes, stat changes, nerfs and buffs and all of that. But one of the good stuff that I need to focus on is the item. Especially once you've mentioned the anti-heals. I mean, the Imperial passive that some of the items have. So that means they have to work out on that, or probably they will build it just to at least cancel. And especially talking about the anti. Oh, look at the new update. I mean, they have the icons already. I mean,
Oh.
honestly, this is the first time I've seen the drafts. Seeing them having those avatars that they have right now makes the game more and more interesting. That's my personal opinion about this new update. But, focusing on the Imperial passive, I mean, the anti-heals, we've seen Arthur dominating yesterday. So Arthur is one of those health regen heroes that can tank or go into front lines. Let's see how can it affect the draft.
Yes, that's so true. I'm not sure if this is just from the spectator perspective, or this is something that the players can also see for themselves as well. But I think this is a good time during competitive, like they can update their avatars in such a way it shows their logos. But so far for our bands, it's still pretty standard as we have seen from yesterday. We've been seeing a lot of Lam, Dolia, Datiao, and Dongwang bands, so it's pretty standard. But however, we are seeing the favorite Clash laner on the side of Team XDG in here, which is the Elaine. So this is going to be super interesting. I mean, there were adjustments on the anti-heal items. I'm not sure how they're going to be managing on that one. There is a hover on the Luara, but the Luara cannot be used for now. So they're just like giving us some treats.
No Luara for this game. But they have to work out. They have to work around with the heroes that was affected by the update. So hopefully they can manage. And I think Elaine was one of those heroes that was affected, including Mayin, including Heino. But there's going to be a lot to talk about. But, it's not until we've seen how they perform here on this tournament. Or is it a good thing or is it a bad thing? Is it going to be a nerf really or a buff? So this is what I want to see on how they execute their heroes and how will they work out on the draft. So for me, it's just pretty standard, just the usual. They have to carry on. You pick you1 to sustain a lane, and you have Sun Bin actually to roam and support, give you additional move speed. So for XDG, I believe they're gonna be acing for Demon Lover.
Yeah, I think actually in this batch I'm expecting more of like the usage of more tanky heroes right now, most especially in the Clash as well as in the jungle, or maybe even in the roam, because of the items that have been buffed, wherein like that of this Scale Blade and the Dragon's Rage, even as well as the Energy Core, as well as the Blazing Cape, increased damage, not only it's giving some additional sustain, but it also gives damage. So I think this is like a good patch, mostly for Clash laners. You're tanky enough, plus you have enough damage. So it's gonna be super exciting to see how a lane might be showing off more of his skills, but I wonder who are they gonna be matching up against that Elaine. It could be the Dharma, which is still open. It could, Mayin have been picked here anyway. So yeah, this is going to be a good show match on the Clash lane, as a lot of defense items have been updated in here from this patch. And now we're seeing another Lucian as they're roaming here. Yesterday we saw a really good Lucian play, who has just been focused on pushing the side lanes, not even joining the clashes most of the time. But I wonder if it's gonna be the same for team Extraction in here. If they're gonna be showing the type of Lucian play, just like what we've seen from yesterday.
Now I wonder how are they going to finish the draft. So this means more interesting stuff to happen. But Wolves, this is the first time I've seen him utilize the Renji, because they're removing his key heroes. Arlie's one. Probably they don't want to at least go for the passive hit and run type of heroes or maximum heroes. So okay, we go for the Renji. We go for cleanse. We go for damage, physical, magical damage. This guy does it. And for Ayano Koji, I've seen him play Nakoruru so well. Yes.
Okay, wait, did I just see Erin? I mean, I was like looking at my notes, and then I think I saw Erin as the last pick of Team Extraction. Yeah, I mean, Erin, she's got a huge, I would say it's a massive buff for Erin right now in this patch. It's not just now magical damage, but there is some sort of physical damage that will come out from Erin as well. So basically, in summary,
wow.
for Erin, there is a massive amount of damage increase for her, in terms of base and damage as well as the scaling damage as well. And of course, the mixed damage type, she now not only has magic damage but also the physical damage, pierce, and lifesteal as well. So this is going to be super exciting. I want to see how they're going to be utilizing the buff that Erin has for this patch. But yeah, I mean, it could be that I wonder if this is some comfort hero as well for the side of Team Extraction. We'll just have to find out, I guess.
I love the Aaron pick. It was quite bold, and ever since the tournament, or ever since the other tournament commences, I mean, Aaron's popularity is way too low. But with the recent updates, they put so much faith in Aaron right now, because we all know we're talking about the magical capabilities of this hero, this marksman hero. She can like go rotate, but ooh, the punishment coming from Sunbin is quite high, it seems.
Yeah, definitely. Well, there is the advantage coming from Sunbin compared to the Lucian. She just basically can go on a range against the Lucian and poke her out from her life. So, but nice vision, at least the Lucian didn't die. He was able to get that vision as to where Nakoruru actually started from the map.
Now, seems like they're focusing on their farm, at least. They're focusing on their goals because they need those items up. Especially with the Clash Lane, you've mentioned that some of the defensive items was buffed or was updated. It was favoring the defensive mechanism, but seems like the ganks coming in from Extraction here, they wanted to take something from the bot lane, but for XDG, okay, we're gonna defend the lane for now.
And that's so true. Well, for our farm laners, there's something that they would love as well. Oh, coming from the password, hold the thought, because 3v1 situation into the middle lane in here. One member from the side of Extraction going so low already, but not enough damage as of yet, as the Hino will actually survive. Meantime, Stefan here getting CC'd from the side of XDG, and everyone's just clumping out together in the middle lane. There is the attempt to steal on the farm of XCG, but everyone's just going to back away right after that.
Well, it seems like everyone is playing so defensively. And with that good crowd control coming in from Mayin, they secure the first blood.
Yes, this is the first blood coming from Demon Lover, and will there be a second kill? Yes, there will be a double kill for the Elaine. He's trying to back away. Gonna be CC'd coming from the Lucian, and he will fall down. That is a 1-for-2 trade so far, but will there be another one? Because members on the side of Team XDG are going so low. One death on their side again, trying to back away. And here the Sunbin, and she will be saved. Wow, a 2-for-2 trade in total from that clash.
Okay, I wasn't even expecting that. The mournful tempo coming in from a wall did connect. That forced XDG to commit towards the first blood. It gave Demon Lover the advantage. At the same time, he goes scaling, snowballing. He went for the double kill, but they went too deep towards the base of Extraction, and that gave them an opportunity to even up the game.
That's so true, but I think Elaine has to be very careful in this one. Ooh, the kick will connect, but at least Elaine was actually able to dash away from that attempt. But yeah, everyone's trying to just go on it too. But meantime, bot side, the Renji will be able to just cleanse from that CZ. Gonna be utilizing the Tealing Dew because he is, it's a 2v1, so he better be on a safe spot.
Having the legal immunity for the Renji, someone helps him. But we all know that Sep, or Lucian specifically, he has that crowd controls, overcharge, robo smash. Yes, you might cleanse one, but there is still a follow-up. So Wolves needs to be careful on that. He can cleanse one, but who knows when the follow-up is going to come true. But it seems like XDG wants to go for an invade.
They're gonna go commit on to this team fight, it seems, because the objective Tyrant is already up. There is a secure in the position coming from the side of Extraction right now. They're actually starting on that, but everyone's ready to fight it as to where they want to go for the fight. Ult has been popped in here by LFT, but then again, Wolves will fall down. They still continue to fight in here. Ooh, super low in HP was the Lucian. Another kill going for the Elaine, but who's gonna get the last hit? Oh, the Tyrant. Pei will get that, but they're not even done. The stuns will connect, come from the Yuhuan to super low HP on the side of Extraction. Seems like they will fall down anytime soon as well, but no, there will be a trade in fact.
Wow, this has been an even game. Some objectives might be conquered by one team, but you know how XDG and Extraction managed to rally kills after kills. They're just trying to even up the stakes. There's not even a single tower down on this game. They are just trying to focus on objectives, go for kills, but somehow both of these teams, they're defending it well. So I'm gonna be expecting a long game at least, because snowballs is not really possible just yet.
Yeah, that's true. There's a lot of exchanges. We see a 2-2 a while ago, another 2-2 in terms of clash results. So, I mean, lots of exchanges. I think the teams right now are trying to read on their opponent. But meantime, just a tussle, quite of a tussle on the top side, but the Overlord will be secured by XDG, giving them a chance to actually go for a push somewhere in the lane. But meantime, the bot tower will already fall down.
Wow, the outer tower, it was taken down already by Extraction. It seems like they want to give it a go. Mournful Temple will connect, but somehow XDG is going to play defensively.
Yes, Extraction did also back away on that part of the map. But meantime, Seth is soaking in a lot of damage in here. I mean, it really hurts. He needs more itemization for himself to last on clashes in Team Fight's Yin in here. His kick will connect, but to no afford, our Yuhuan will actually survive that one. So yeah, no snowballs at this 6-minute game time.
No snowballs, and the gold is just even close. And
yeah,
we've seen Tammy too trying to engage or probably initiate some fight, go for Owol, the mid laner, but still it's a U1. It has the unending sorrow. That means he's immune, he can heal up, but wait a minute, fights are happening at mid.
Oh, look at that, super low and HP was the Liushan. They're still trying to get LFT, will be able to survive and be able to make use of his skill. He did not use it, he knows he will be able to last longer, but then again, that is a kill secure in favor of XCG.
Okay, I love what I'm seeing here right now. Still, XDG managed to find their kill, but they didn't even knew that Tammy is just hiding in that brush. Cancels the teleportation. Oh my goodness!
Uh-oh. Ult has been popped in here, resetting everything. A backup is incoming. The Arian popped his ult already as well. And look at that! Arian will fall down onto the hands of Seijuhan. And under kill, Haino will fall down as well. Wow. Seems like this is the snowball that we are looking for. It is in favor of XDG.
XDG did manage to find something out of the 6 to 7 minute mark, and now all that they need to do is to take down towers, take down the outer tower, because Extraction, they managed to get ahead. But wait a minute,
is there enough damage backup? But no, apparently I don't think that was the right time for Seth to actually go in into an engage, because all he has as a backup was the pay, and there was no source of range damage. I mean, yes, there is some range damage coming from pay, but that's not enough. But meantime, on the top side, Tammy is in here, super low on HP right now to be able to survive under tower. Oh, actually he will fall. Actually, he will fall down. It's actually he got a kill onto Demon Slayer. I got confused on that one. But yeah, he stick on the turret, under the tower, and apparently Demon Lover took some damage from the tower from that fight.
That's gotta hurt for Demon Lover. I mean, even with that at Sunset, I mean, too many heroes are just looking after you, because that is overextended already. For XDG, they knew that they cannot save Demon Lover, so they have to give him already. But for this fight, almost 9 minutes, they're taking the Tyrant.
Uh-oh, who's gonna get the last hit on this one is apparently Pei. That is a nice steal. However, Pei will fall down into the hands of Nakururu, giving even Nakururu that second kill. Double kill even, and another one will fall down. 3 members down on the side of Extraction, living just LFT and Grim as the remaining members. What can they do? They cannot definitely go on a push. For the meantime, they can just go for the defensive play in the mid, because they don't want to give more towers to XDG, as they have been snowballing since 6-7 minute game time.
Oh, XDG somehow becoming more and more confident with their actions. I mean, including Demon Lover going way too deep towards that top tower, but still, XDG, it shows they are 6 kills ahead compared to Extraction. Extraction right now, they were forced to play defensively, and for them, all they have to do is to play defensively up until Godka and Grim manage to farm up. They just need to let their key heroes farm, and 2D KC, all they need is time.
Yeah, that's true. There's actually a good scaling supposedly for Grim, but we're not seeing that super effective right now as there's now the snowball from XDG. But meantime, again, there's a lot of damage being soaked in by Seth right now. Woo! He is becoming like a paper in here. The clash has been fully committed. I know he's going to be popping his ult, but to no afford, he will still fall down. They're still not yet done even here because Demon Slayer will want to attempt to get that kill, and DS, the Aaron will fall down, plus a secure an objective from the side of XDG. What a fight.
This is what I love about U1. I mean, Owal, he managed to play the U1 mid so well, and now they're not stopping because they know that they have a sustain.
And another fight ongoing into the mid. Loss of member, that is actually a wipeout. What was that? Loss of AA damage came from XDG, and suddenly Extraction just disappeared from the map.
Just look at that. They are so confident with their lineup, and they're just relying on Owal to heal them up. Because Sunbin, all he has to do is to heal up. I mean, to make their move speed faster. And with their confidence, they're just going in one after another. Even with Haino forcing a Fate Rewind there, I mean, he's not gonna survive with that kind of pressure.
Oh, this is very quick. This is gonna be it. XDG will get that fast game 1. What an obliteration by this Malaysian team. I mean, a while ago we just saw how the Nakoruru as well as the Alain going all in whenever they would see the squishes on the map on the side of Team Extraction. They have been pretty much targeting. They're not even scared against the Liushan. But yeah, I mean, whenever they see the Aaron as well as the Haino, they just go all in. And apparently Liushan had a hard time in actually soaking in the damage as well.
Well, for this game, see, like XDG somehow have an even fight up against Extraction. But there's this one moment that XDG found out that they can win fights. And with that fight, they already took advantage. Just look at how Demon Lover built his item, okay? He's going for the Blazing Cape. We all knew that the Imperial from the Blazing Cape was updated. We all knew that including this shield actually has that update
the scale
as well.
blade, yeah.
I mean, the scale blade actually, I might not call it a buff, but somehow more of like a nerf, because before the attack triggers every basic attack, but right now you just have to wait 2.5 seconds at least to make sure your passive triggers, but still so powerful weapon.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, Demon Lover did his homework in here. He read through the equipment updates. You mentioned it already, the Blazing Cape as well as the Scale Blade. I mean, I would call it like a really good update still. I mean, even the damage was lowered just a little bit. You know, the survivability is still there. Imagine, you know, how you can restore so much of your HP based from your 50%. Based from the 50% of your damage. So I think that is really nice to actually go all in and frontline. I mean, in comparison to what has happened to the Lucian was actually having a tough time from actually soaking in the damage. But MVP is Juicy Yu Mao with 304 KD, 3040 KDA. What? A while ago, we saw how she was annoying the Lucian in the game.
I mean, I've seen multiple posts. I mean, Sun Bin, technically as a hero in the Honor of Kings, has becoming a meme in the ranked games, but still, when you play this right in tournaments, you'll get the unexpected results that you can get. I mean, Sun Bin, no doubt. I mean, having movement speed boost, having to slow down your opponents, and inflicting damage at the same time. That's what makes Sunbin more and more effective and more annoying. And imagine partnering up Sunbin with the U1, who's just triggering her mournful tempo just to crowd control, to stun the enemies. And together with the skills, I mean the time flux that Sunbin has, that was an effective way to initiate. So for them, it was way more of a teamwork and sustainability that lasts them over the team fight, and that's what makes them win the game one.
That's true. That's true. That's true. Now the question is, how will Extraction from the Philippines plan to make a comeback? Will they this time ban out the Elaine, which actually was also, one of the game, the best, one of the best player, the Demon Lover was one of the best player from the team as well, going for the really good initiates for the team. I think they just gotta respect that, because from yesterday we saw how Demon Lover actually played the Elaine so well, and at the same time, it's I don't know, maybe there has to be some change in terms, because early game time before 6 minutes happened, we saw how Extraction was doing so well on evening things out against against XDG.
I love what I'm seeing already. Extraction, even though that they lost the first 2 kills up against XDG, they managed to find a way to answer back. But, with their snowballing all after the 7 to 8 minute mark, that means the sustainability of the XDG was way too unstoppable. They can even go straight towards their base, and which they did. So they ended up the fight really fast, not giving room for Extraction to fight back. So I'm kind of more of expecting that Extraction is going to dictate the game this time around, force XDG to slower the pace. So that is their key to victory, because XDG, on what I've observed on their first series yesterday, almost 15 minutes, almost 20 minutes, they have struggled when it comes to longer games. They wanted to end it quick, but if you manage to drag them 15, 20 minutes, well, it's gonna cost them. Some of the heroes there are not suitable for long games, but let's see on this next draft at least.
Yeah, we'll have to find it out. By the way, there is the new skin for Dolia and Hino users in there from the patch. I haven't gotten it yet, so I've yet to update and check it out. But yeah, pretty standard bans we're seeing in here. As we have noticed, usually we would see, the favorite bans of a team Extraction here. They always love to ban the Dongwang. But meantime, we're also seeing that because Luna is banned out in here, we have a lot of options now on their own. So we have Daxiao open, we have Jamfei open as well. So I wonder if that's going to be the first few picks of either of these two teams, or will they be prioritizing other heroes? Oh, there we go. Oh my goodness. A while ago, we were talking about how, should I respect ban the Elaine or maybe steal it out? But no, it's still open for taking for XDG.
Well, focusing on those heroes, Lam and Dongwang, and not focusing on the heroes that made the game really, really hard for them. For Demon Lover, why change the heroes? I'm good with Elaine. This is what I love to use ever since yesterday. And right now, they're giving me the opportunity. Okay, but this time around, no Sunbin. They don't want Sunbin because they've seen a potential dash out, and they're gonna be stealing that one. And for Wolves, okay, Arlie's open, might as well utilize that.
Yeah, sure, why not? There's no change for the Arlie, but then again, one item that could affect the early stage of our marksman heroes or the farm laners is the Axe of Torment, wherein, there is in the early stages of the game, there is an increased pierce, so it's even better, especially if you want to take the lead on the early stages. But then again, there is a nerf for skill-dependent heroes due to this cooldown reduction for this item. So if the farm laner is heavily reliant on skills, actually Arlie is one, so it's not a full on buff, or there's just a slight nerf for this item for them. But if it's that kind of hero like that of, let's say, the Hoyi, this Axe of Torment will definitely be perfect. But for the meantime, we see a Ranji ban, Lady Soon ban as well. So I wonder what's going to be the farm laner for the side of Extraction in here.
Or a lot of farm laners is still open. So it's either go for the babysit heroes like Hoyi, Garo, or probably Luban. But there's still pretty much options available for them. They wanted to go hard. Yes, Hoyi is a perfect hero. He just needs to rely on attack speed and critical. And if they have an alternative, yeah, go for Marco Polo, because Marco Polo has that escape mechanic. He just needs to be protected by Godcat at all costs, because you just have to use Leaping Savior at all times in order for him to have the shield that he needs to withstand the damage coming in from the Arlie, since Arlie is way too painful. But they have to figure out the jungle for XDG. Who is it going to be? No Musashi still, but I'm kind of leaning towards, okay, Jing? Okay, Jing is one good jungler hero.
And very highly mechanical, not so easy to use. This is something I don't recommend for jungle beginners to actually play on. You might quit being a jungle if you start with the Arlie as your first hero, but they're gonna be locking in the Nakoruro in here, which they have used, which we've seen also a while ago. But yeah, one thing I see in here, because we see a very mobile Arlie, is that I don't see any hard CC or hard locks CC coming from the side of Extraction. So I worry about that if we see a free hitting Arlie in clashes. So I think they need to find a way to just pick off the Arlie, or peel off the Arlie before they go on a full-on fight. But here we go on the game 2 between Team Extraction from the Philippines versus XDG from Malaysia. It is a 1-0 score already in favor of XDG. We'll see how Extraction will try to make a comeback.
Well, they have to make a comeback, or else XDG is gonna be walking out on the grand finals. They're gonna be waiting for their opponents later on, but for Extraction, this is their only chance to make a sweep, win 2 games straight, and make an upset towards the XDG side. So this is going to matter for Extraction. A lot is going to be at stake, because for Extraction, they have walked so hard just to reach the semifinals, and they cannot afford to lose right at this moment.
You definitely wouldn't want to, but yeah, if we talk about our lane matchup in here, pretty much just a matchup on the farm lane in here. Of course, there's just some better mobility on the Arlie, but in terms of the range, pretty much equal footing for them. But on the sub side, we see the Dharma as well as the Elaine in here. We saw actually the Dharma already a little bit low up against the Elaine, so I guess Elaine is just really so comfortable about using his hero right off the bat in there. But they're actually trying to annoy the Kaiser on the jungle as on the early stages of the game.
I mean, that is what Dashao is for. Good hero to annoy their opponents. For Extraction, they're just trying to poke the jungle, and then if they have to escape, I mean, Dashao has that escape mechanic. Use the Sea of Fate most of the time just to recall yourself to safety. So that's a good thing. But, for Dashao, she has to be the playmaker. He has to make plays for this team, just like what he did for the Sunbin. But wait a minute, fights are happening at mid.
Super low in HP is again the support. Oh no, the Frozen in there has to flash away to go back to safety. But meantime, they're not even done under the tower right now already. But First Blood is actually going to go onto the bottom lane part of the map. This is brought to you by Easy OnAir. We continue on the fight. Getting Frozen in here is one member on the side of XDG. Ooh, that one will actually not connect and land a hit. But then again, Nakoruru will fall down. 1v2 situation. There is a chase in here. Going to go for the ult. Actually, we can see it here. Execute has been used by the Elaine as well, securing the kill against Seth. But they're not even done. Punch will actually be used, but there goes the save coming from the Datsiao as well.
That is what I mean about making plays. Send home your teammates and then make sure that some of your teammates respond to fight. Sea of Fate, Eye of the Whirlpool, combination-wise, it was well executed. They forced Extraction to at least hold on to their base. And even Elaine, even Lover, he was very confident into diving deep because he knew that he got covered by Dashao, so it's fine. I mean, I can dive at whatever I want.
That's so true. I mean, we've seen how Demon Lovers plays the lane, but one thing we'll notice in here is that XDG actually keeps on getting that vision and peek onto jungle camps of extraction. Like the camps from the sides near bushes, they try to steal of that little by little. But meantime, there goes the poke. They have been poking. I mean, since game one, the support of extraction has been, getting super low HP coming from the nice pokes coming from XDG. Ayan na po. Alright, here we go. 1v3 situation, making a 2v3. Trying to save nice ult in here by the Zhangfei to actually save off the life of his teammate.
I even thought that you're saying that in Filipino. He's charging in literally, but wait a minute, they're targeting the annoying ones. Juicy Yuma is not gonna survive that.
Apparently, yeah, that's how will fall down. That was a 3v1 situation, but there's a good wave of push onto the top side by the lane, forcing Tommy Drew to back away, but at the same time, Extraction is in good position to actually secure the run. Actually, there's just going to be an exchange as Team XDG was also busy with the Overlord.
Wow, it's all about getting busy for this game. Almost 5 minutes up, and now the pressure still continues towards the side of XDG, but the scores are even. Kills are just equal up against each other. XDG somehow, they lead cold for a little bit, but we can see now the XDD providing so much annoyance, even for Dammy Do.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, really nice knockback on the wall in here. He is so mad, showing off the presence and his power on making use of that Dharma. But for the meantime, ult has been powered by the lane. Gonna go back away a little bit because 3 members come from the side of Extraction. He's in here to defend the tower up top.
That was a bold and confident move. Juicy Yumao, somehow with his predictable play, you know that the Dasha somehow uses that recall or teleportation to at least send the heroes home. But with the Truth Manta knocking them back, that prevented XDG to escape, specifically Juicy Yumao, and they got the kill. That's really good for them.
That is so true. But meantime, we did see Mark Polo actually dying onto the hands of wolves on the bottom lane part of the map. Members on the side of Extraction are here to defend that. But we have in here the main dragon. But up top, no, in the middle lane, the Kaiser will fall down. Apparently, we did not see that. But it was a 2v1 situation. I could guess that maybe he got frozen by the Lazy Gen and, getting finished and getting more damage from the Nakoruru and the Lazy Gen as well.
Now, we can see that all lanes, or probably top and bottom lanes here, being pressured by XDG. Now, with that pressure coming in from the XDG, okay, they're just letting Dharma or Tammy Dew to hold top lane because XDG, they're keeping an eye towards their tower.
Oh no, another one! Apparently in here, Marco Polo will fall down once more. 2v1 situation with backup incoming. Nope, they're actually gonna go home, but maybe they're gonna be coming back just like that. Unbridled Outburst has been used. Arlie will fall down. Really nice comeback in here come from the Dharma, but the members of Team XDG are not yet done as they attempt to go for more kills, more burst damage, and Pierce Kururo will get that double kill. And there you go, 4 members from the side of Extraction has fallen down. Wow, what a play coming from the side of XDG.
I mean, 3 for 1 is a really, really good trade for XDG. We don't mind to lose Dasha. We don't mind to lose Juicy Yuma as often of time. But if we're getting objectives, if we're getting kills, then that's a really worthy trade. And for Dasha, okay, he cannot be that Sun Bin earlier. He's now touchable, and right now they're targeting him a lot.
But meantime, members of Extraction in here are so low on HP right now. They have to back away a little bit, but they're gonna be eaten alive by the Arlie. Again, the jumping, but hold the thought because another member in here, Kaiser, will fall down again. And there you go. Once more, 3 members on the side of Extraction has fallen down. Will Tammy be able to go for that play? He did go for the Truth Mantra, but his life is super low. Marco Polo can do anything but just go on to a cross-map play by trying to go for a tower objective.
I mean, beautiful plays coming in from XDG. They knew when to attack. They knew where to attack. they knew what to get next. And for XDG, after they took down the inner tower, wait a minute.
Oh, I think he's gonna die. Yes, he will. Getting frozen by the Lady Jen in here and killing spree coming from Nakoruru. Oh, there he goes. Seva's fallen down. We're not even done in here because they're gonna keep killing more members on the side of Extraction. He's trying to sustain, but I guess that's not a good idea to even chase for a kill because you are all alone and LFT was actually quite far away. Now I wonder how LFT will actually try to defend the crystal of Extraction right now. He's trying to do it, but no! Look at the burst damage coming from the Nakoruru. And I guess this is going to be it because XDG actually has the minion waves in here, or they are going to be respecting instead Extraction from the members who have come back alive.
Well, they need to respect that. No time for them to be greedy because with this advantage that they have already, there's no way that they can mess this up. For Extraction, that is the moment that we're waiting for. They are waiting for XDG to mess up, go one by one. We can pick them up slowly but surely, get the targets that we needed. We eliminate Dasho first because she was the playmaker, and just like that, I mean, I love the composition from Extraction. It scatters the heroes coming in from them, but wait a minute.
Yes, Unbridled Outburst has been used in here, but the rest of members of Extraction are actually scattered on the map. They didn't have a good formation to actually go all in onto the fight. Now Seth is all alone, getting chased in here. Will he be slowed? Slow will not connect it here, but the silence will do. Demon Slayer is actually wanting to get him, but he is in the base, so he doesn't want to die in the base, but in the process, he will still. And there you go. Really quick game, clean game by XDG, ending the game on a 2-0 score and moving to the grand finals. Wow, that was so quick.
I mean, XDG, they won this game, but of course, I wanted to give a huge props to the efforts by Extraction. They've shown determination, and even with the drafts, I can even see what they're trying to do. When they opened the dash out, and it was on the XDG side, well, Damiju picking the Dharma was a check already, and having the Zhangfei on the same team is a really, really good thing, just to at least reposition the entire team of XDG. But, of course, with this kind of gameplay that XDG has, they knew that they need to play fast. And with that fast, I mean, it was done. 10 minutes. So XDG, they played by the clock. And for Extraction, that clock is way too ticking, and they did not have an opportunity to prolong this game and defend as hard as they can, giving Extraction or giving XDG that win. So overall, XDG, congratulations. But for Extraction, no need to worry. I mean, they made it this far. That means they already proven that they're one of the teams that they need to watch out.
That's true. And our MVP from that game is going to be a wall on a score of 3-0. 11. He didn't need to have a lot of kills because she was more on the utility, going for the bush plays, going for the bush gangs, getting giving those frosts against the opponent. We've seen that a couple of times, killing Kaisaya, killing even the frontliners like that of the Zhangfei on the side of Team Extraction PH. So definitely she deserves the MVP that she needs from that she had from that game. But yeah, overall, really great teamwork. While I go on the itemization, I can't help but focus how Demon Lover on the lane would again keep on utilizing the adjusted items. The Scale Blade, he didn't have to even complete that into a Dragon's Rage, as well as the Blazing Cape, wherein you already have the sustainability, but at the same time you get some damage as well. And I noticed as well the utilization of the Nakoruru on the Axe of Torment item. We saw how whenever she would just fly onto a particular target, squishy target, because of the increased, again, there is a buff in the pierce capability of the Axe of Torment item. So I guess that is why the Nakoruru hurts so much against the squishy heroes that we had from that game. So I guess XDG did a really good job from reading the homework coming from that patch. So I guess we're learning as to how we can utilize all these items that has been updated from the patch.
Well, I hope that their opponents are learning from what they've seen on how XDG play out this first semifinals, but we are now gonna see the next semifinals after this break, because having this opportunity to at least see who's gonna be your opponent, but of course you need to at least watch out at least. But ladies and gentlemen, this is gonna be exciting, because up next we are now talking about the second semi-final round. So for me, Vince G and Kaisaya, might as well grab some water, grab some snacks, because this is gonna be an intense fight. Because after this break, Clash on Air will be starting the second semi-final fight. So don't go away, guys. We will be right back.